everybody. This is Big Herc with the Fresh Out Car Hustle, and today I have for you guys a 1979 Porsche 928 that I recently been restoring. And this car has went through a complete transformation. When I picked up the car, the motor was bad, the transmission was bad, the clutch was bad. I had to redo the brakes. I pretty much went through this entire car. When I originally bought this car, I picked it up for roughly about $1,600, and I put a ton of money into it since I've had it. Now, I don't know whether or not I would have done that had I known the cost at the time, but you know, this is one of the first Porsches I bought, and I kind of got my feet wet by doing a restoration on this car. The first year these came out was 1978. This is a 79 model. It has a 4.7 liter V8. Roughly, this one has roughly about 300 horsepower. Since I've redone the motor, had the heads done, put headers on it. I have a custom dual exhaust on this car. New water pump, new timing chain. I went through and just did a lot to this car. Redid the cooling system, redid the AC on it. This is the same car that you've seen in the movie Risky Business. It's also the same car that Scarface had in Scarface. Tony Montana was driving. So it was kind of like a childhood car I always wanted. So I wanted to pick one up. But yeah, it's been like 2 years in progress, and it's still little stuff I got to do to it. I just took this car on a road trip from Sacramento to LA. The car did good, didn't overheat. It's the first time I really put some miles on it. And as you test ride a car, you learn a lot about it. So I learned a lot about this car on the ride up here. And take it back to my mechanic and have him clean up a few things. As you can see, I also went through and did the interior. It presents itself well, but it could be tightened up a bit. Dealing with various mechanics and various interior shops, you learn a lot. And this is somebody I dealt with in the past. I don't think I would deal with him again, but for what it is for right now, it works. Power seats, air conditioned. It's a 5-speed. Runs fairly well. Like I said, it's not a super fast car. It's 4.7 liter V8, but it's not a high compression motor. It doesn't crank out a lot of horsepower or have a extreme amount of torque. But it gets you there. It's classy. It's rare. It's a front engine Porsche. It's not super desirable, but it's something different for me. I've had a 911s, and I've had a 968, and I've had actually a couple 928s. But this car is a fun car. Like I said, when you're restoring a car like this, you want to check the electrical, because a lot of these cars have been ran into the ground and their electrical goes bad. You want to check the timing belt, because the timing belt can go out and blow your motor. Those go bad. You want to check the maintenance records on these cars. A lot of times people don't keep the maintenance up on them, so there's a lot of little problems. Water pump go out on this car, that's like $500. Timing belt is to change that's going to probably run you $1,200. Just a lot of little parts on this car, because they're so rare and not a lot of people make these parts anymore. They're expensive to find actually even used parts. So something to consider when you're restoring a 928. But these cars are not highly collectible yet. The later models are. The 928S models are very collectible. But the newer years, or the later years, are still fairly cheap. You can pick one up for in good condition, probably like $8,000-9,000, and it's better to pay more than to pay less like I did, so that hopefully you can find one with a lot of this stuff already done. Otherwise, you'll be paying out the pocket. I had picked up the front spoiler for this thing. That alone was like $500, and there's only one place that makes these. This is a factory front spoiler that didn't come with the car, but I changed. These are the Porsche twist wheels. These are from a later 911. The side mirrors are from a later 911. Kind of gives a more aerodynamic look. And the rear spoiler, these were optional on these 928s. I picked one up, and had it installed to kind of give the car a more sporty look. I'm gonna get in the car real quick, start it up for you. You can hear the dual exhaust, and you know, like I said, you know, looking at these cars, you know, you want to check for a lot of little things, because the little things that get you. Trim pieces like this are very expensive. The molding, sometimes, you know, you got to go pick these up. These are expensive. You know, having somebody redo your wiring in this car might cost you a couple grand. I had a short shifter installed in this car. I had a new clutch, had the motor rebuilt, had a new rear end installed, had the brake lines redone, the AC lines redone. Had a lot of stuff redone to this car, and it still needs, you know, some tinkering here and there. But I know when I pull it to a Porsche show, I'm not going to see, you know, 20 other 928s. Most likely it'd be more 911s. So you know, this is a car I picked by choice because I was a favorite of Risky Business, and I like Scarface. You know, I was a favorite of Tony Montana. So I'm gonna start him up for you so you can hear him. And you know, I hope this video was informative as far as 928 is concerned. You know, there's still a lot of little things to consider. And you know, being a front engine V8, it wasn't very popular. This car is actually supposed to replace the 911, but because of its outgoing appearance and the fact that it wasn't mid-engine, production didn't last very long in these cars. They stopped making the last ones, I think, the later part of the 90s. But I still like it. I think it's a cool car, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope you enjoy the video. And send us your comments, and we hope to keep bringing you more episodes of Fresh Out Car Hustle so that you can get your car hustle on.